Dude, looks. Do y'all have any handles that mimics top rolling like that?
Not even close.
Right? You gotta get on the back of your hand. Always start with a straight wrist and then cup straight through it.
Oh, it's heavy.
Is it?
Oof.
This has been the key to my pronation. Now, used to it was all about rope pulling. I think this is what's gonna help you connect better on your arm wrestling. So these are little art arm handles. Originally designed just to set over any 1 inch, cable pull handle, whatever. So most handles are gonna be for hooking, right? If you've noticed, any cone handles, spinning handles are all gonna be for hooking, right? This would be the same, except for I put it on just like that little handle there, and I turn it right here. So now I'm set up perfect for top roll. So we're gonna have to put some weight on there.
Okay, how much you want? Let's try that. It's pretty heavy stack.
Okay.
Enough for you, I'm sure.
So everything is here. Cup. Pronate through the thumb. And we need to scoot back further. See how that perfectly mimics top rolling?
Yeah.
Grab that.
Awesome.
I'm telling you, you're gonna feel, this is gonna help things connect, I think.
Here.
Yep. Make sure it comes across the back of your hand. So push your hand through it. There you go, just like that.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
Dude, looks. Do y'all have any handles that mimics top rolling like that?
Not even close. That's
Right?
for sure. Yeah. This is.
And all this is
pretty
this little
good.
art arm attachment, and it would go.
great.
It would slide right onto this. So the cool thing about it.
Oops.
That's right. So let's say we're top rolling, right? Right now we're top rolling. If I want to spin the handle, now I'm hooking. Shoulder press. Doesn't matter, I can just spin the handle. But to me, this is how it came down. I'm kind of lazy by nature, right? Like I'm not a manual labor guy, but carpenters are gonna be strong at hammering nails. Mechanics are gonna be strong at turning wrenches. If you're an arm wrestler and you wanna do this, wouldn't it make sense that you just did that all the time?
I agree. Yeah.
So all I do, every time I grab a pulley, it's just right there, right? So all I do is this. So as soon as they say go, boom. That's what feels natural.
This is the only attachment you work with, what are you saying?
I do occasionally do cupping work, right?
Okay.
With a spinning handle. But most all handles are gonna be hook related. So what I used to do prior to finding these is I'd use like a 3-inch Raptor or 2-inch multi-spinner or whatever and do all my cable pulling in my workouts with the style of arm wrestling I wasn't gonna use. So why would I constantly just go like this? If I go, I'm gonna do this. So I found these and I found these little cheap attachments. It's just, art arm. You can get them from Art Arm Vart on Instagram. And then you have a separate one for left-handed. Now, this is what I was saying. I do exactly the same thing left-handed in all my training, but my left arm isn't inside of, I hook left-handed, but yet I practice top rolling all the time with it. So I have no idea whether it's mental or what, right? But go ahead and practice on that a little bit. So don't turn so far this way, more straight cup, knuckle to the shoulder, and then just pull through and drag. But don't you think that would make it feel much more natural?
For sure, yeah.
To me, this just makes sense. Because the best way if you're new to arm wrestling, I recommend everyone top roll. Because you're less likely to get injured. Doing all this stuff is what gets you a crazy ass arm that won't straighten and won't come back past here. You know what I'm saying? Years of Jack doing some horrible stuff. So I figure if you can top roll and stay safe, get a handle that practices top rolling, I cannot believe how bad I'm sweating. This is ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? All right. So I think once we get a few of these, not even this so much, just the more you do to make it just a natural movement, your potential, I'm telling you, I was so intimidated by your right hand a while ago. Because everything felt, I mean, your hand felt so strong. So I feel like you have all the power. Actually, let's test that. Let's put this back on right hand.
Okay.
Switch everything back up.
Yeah, this would be a great test to see when we put it into something measurable.
Yeah, exactly.
As you said.
So, switch that one and I'll put this on here.
Okay.
All right, so, where do you want to start at?
Well,
Where are we at right now?
right now we are at 66. Let's drop it to 104.
I don't have my glasses.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
fourth one from the top. Let's try that.
There?
Perfect. That's 110. That's 104, 110.
We'll go there?
104, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right, so just, I think you're gonna kill this. Be sure to stick your hand all the way through it. You gotta get on the back of your hand. Always start with a straight wrist and then cup straight through it.
Oh, it's heavy.
Is it?
Oof.
He's gonna kill it. He's making. Oh yeah, there you go. Get you a couple reps with it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, don't do too much. We got a whole stack left to go. All right. See where we're at. I hope I didn't bite off more than I can chew.
Oh, wow. Effortless.
So, what happened was, let's keep going. See what it feels like.
Sure.
I have a stack at home that's so it's only 200 pounds, so 90 kg, right? Well, I got these handles, and during lockdown with COVID, I was getting bored. So Corey made me an extra pin, so I started putting weight on it. So I had a 200 pound stack, well, I added a 25, added a 45, and then I had two 45s and a 25, so it was 315 pounds,
Oh my God.
and it broke. So then I just got a ratchet strap and ratcheted it all together and held it on there, and I just started pinning it. Then I realized I was gonna end up breaking my machine, so I had someone make me a single pulley system that was accurate, you know, because a double pulley decreases how much weight it really is. So to date, my best pin is 275 pounds for a single.
Single pulley.
Single pulley, 1 rep, 275. And I pulled 255 for 5. Wow. So if you equate that to the machines, it's a lot.
Of course, it's only 115 pounds right here for the full stack.
Yeah, okay. All right, you ready? Jump on
Sure.
it. So I'm telling you, this is what's gonna make, reach in there.
Supposed to come off like this, yeah? Or no?
Yeah, right across,
here we
yeah,
go.
wherever you feel comfortable. Just make sure that it's catching the back of your hand like a strap.
I
know.
see.
Stay nice and tight. Here you go. Oh yeah, that's good. Good job. Crank that wrist even a little bit more. See, that's one thing. Your wrist is staying kind of flat. Get that cup right off the bat and then pull through with your thumb. Oh yeah, that's good. So you'll see the first move I make is cup, right? So I'm gonna cup. So the first thing is boom, and then, so as soon as I get the cup, then I take the thumb and I pull through your fingers. Like, so look, boom. And as soon as you get the cup, more cup.
More.
Now pull so hard through your thumb so that it peels my fingers.
Through my thumb.
Yeah, that's my whole leverage point is my thumb. So once I get the cup, the thumb is the leverage point that I apply all my pressure through.
Almost moving up on your thumb.
Well,
moving up on the thumb, or?
I'll back in here. All right, so feel this pressure. Cup, and then feel my thumb right here. Put that as much pressure as you have on my hand. My thumb, boom, is what I pull through. So once you cup, take this right here and use this to pull through my fingers.
Okay.
Go ahead. Does that make sense? See if all, ooh, that feels strong. So if you're coming through here, because I mean, everything, as soon as you get the cup, bam, you take this and you pull through all that pressure through your thumb, you're gonna peel my hand right open.
That's a good cue.
I mean, to me, it's the easiest way I know how to explain it.
So when I think of trying to top roll, I'm trying to think of pronation.
Yeah.
But pulling through the thumb, I can stay more connected.
Right?
Where everything moves at one unit, as opposed to just my
That's all we have
wrist.
to do with you. We get you to move as one unit. You're as strong as anybody in the sport. I think you're gonna do great. Let's go ahead and let's keep going.
I don't think there's any more weight to.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's it. I underestimated him. Like, oh, there's a pretty heavy stack here, and this is not even half what you work with.
Well, the thing is, I do it so much
Yeah.
that it's just, like I said, it's just natural. But it's why my pronation's so good. And so many people think, well, how do you train a King's move? How do you train a King's move? I'm like, I've never trained a King's move in my life. I train a top roll. And if you straighten me out, I don't quit. That's literally that's the entire training method I have. If you don't get pinned when they say go, don't quit until you pin the other guy. that's my training philosophy, you know?
No, it makes sense to me. Absolutely.
All right, you wanna do some left?
Sure, yeah, let's see where the left is at.
You wanna just stay at the whole stack? and just not do a gradual increase? See what it feels like? Because my left's not that good either, so. I didn't mean that the way it sounded. I mean, well, that's not that good.
I wish we could have more weight on for you. But this may be where my left tops out, so.
Well, it's probably gonna be where my left tops out too.
All right.
Ooh, no, you good left. So are you feeling it going through the thumb now?
Yeah,
You feel it, right?
for sure.
Yeah. And see, it also helps because this is a thumb.
That's right.
That's
yeah.
a thumb, right? So when you grab that and you pull through your thumb, it makes more sense in my opinion. Once you feel it and you connect the fact that you're pulling through your thumb, let me see if I can get this. Nice. Yeah, it's hard on my left is weak. It's so bad. Yeah. All right. So show me how you've been training riser. Just like demonstrate with your hand. Like if you get. Are you doing this for riser?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't do that. I kick my wrist in, boom, and then I gauge all my resistance. Because I don't want to develop a wrist that's strong here.
Right.
So why would I do this? Because now I'm getting my wrist used to being dumped. So all I do is this, bam, and I load it with resistance, and I keep it while it's. If my riser ever dumps, I quit.
Like with a hammer, with a dumbbell or a cable, for example?
Yeah. So there's an awesome attachment called the top curl. Lucas Raymond, Arm Assassin Strength Shop builds it.
Okay.
And it's like a hammer curl, but it's got a thing on it, a circle with a chain, and you hook the chain up. So when you grab it and you have it loaded weight, it immediately dumps your wrist. So imagine something made like this with a circle and a chain that's attached to it. So when you roll the chain up, as soon as you put weight on it, it tries to pull you down.
Okay.
So I just kick my wrist in, just riser high, load that sucker as hard as I can, and I hammer curl with my riser engaged.
Now, when you're doing...
Now you can do it with bands, you can do it with anything.
When you're doing top row work, when you're training this right here, or that hammer, what's it called again?
It's called a top curl. And then
top
there's
curl.
a monster curl bar, which is what a bar I came up with years ago. It's the same thing for riser, except it's a thick pipe. So there's no lip at the top and no bar at the top. So you may be able to hammer curl a crap load, but if you can't hold on to it, you can't curl it. So you grab it, you clamp it, riser high, and you curl. But go ahead. So top curl, monster curl bar, what was you gonna say?
Now, what rep range do you work with? Yeah.
I do 30 rep sets.
30 rep sets, okay.
Yeah. So, and that came out of just sheer laziness. I'd been training for so long, and I was like, I have to work out this week, or I have to work out because I have an opponent. Like, say you're my next opponent, I had to outwork what I did last week. Well, I was too lazy to go out there, and it was boring. It wasn't. I've been doing it so long. It wasn't stress relief. It wasn't fun. It was a job. It's something I had to do. And I thought, well, I won't do 3 sets of 10. I'll just do 1 set of 30. So my entire programming has become, I time it, I set a timer, and I go through the workout as fast as I can. So it's 30 rep sets, 5 rounds with wrist rolls, cable pulls, battle ropes, anything that's going to totally exhaust my hands. So my main workout during prep season is 12 minutes long.
Okay.
I train, yeah, so it's chest one day, it's back one day, it's arms one day, it's shoulders one day, it's legs one day. But in every circuit, there's 10 cable pulls right, 10 cable pulls left, forward wrist roll, reverse wrist roll, battle ropes for 30 seconds, mimicking a rope climb for 30 seconds. So it's complete hand and wrist. So people are like, how often do you train your hand and wrist? Every single day. Because hands, wrists, and forearms, or abs, calves, and forearms, you can train every day. Because you walk every day, so your calves getting worked. You pick something up every day, so your forearms getting worked. You stand up or move, your abs getting worked. So I just train my hands, wrists, and forearms every day. But it's like this. So it's things that will mimic what I'm actually gonna do. So like wrist curling, I don't set up and do wrist curls like this because I'm never going to be in that position arm wrestling. My wrist rolls are on a fat pipe, which I brought it. It's in my bag. I'm trying to find a place for us to hook it up later. So I'll roll, but even when I do wrist rolls, I don't do anything with my wrist back. So let's say I'm going to reverse wrist roll. I'll reach and grab till I'm flat. Reach and grab till I'm flat. And if I'm rolling forward, I roll forward. My wrist doesn't bend back past that anyway, from years of injury. Like this one will go, this one won't.
That was cheating.
No. Oh, dude, it's so bad. Like I cannot even physically do a push-up because my wrist, I can't, my arm's so jacked up, I have to do them on my knuckles or something. So if I ever trip and fall, I just tuck and roll. Because if I try to catch it, this whole thing's breaking. But yeah, so everything I train is, because it's just like my riser, I don't want to do anything with my wrist back. But I do want to develop all this. So I roll backwards to flat, backwards to flat. I'll show you that here in a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah.
Awesome.